Alright, so today we are going to be installing a low oil pressure light on the dash of my 2015 Wildcat Sport XT. This goes for all your Wildcat Sports and Trails. It's a pretty simple install because Wildcat actually has a oil pressure sensor already installed. It's just not hooked up for whatever reason. The sensor is on the passenger side here. The oil drain plug is right there. And it is up from that right here. That's it right there. So basically what you're going to need for this install is first off your warning lamp. This is a super simple lamp. I got it at Kantar, Master brand. Part number is 20-6418-4. I think it was like $4 or something. You're gonna need some wire. Nothing too heavy. This is 14 gauge, I believe. You need a connector, the same as on the back of your dash. We're only gonna use the power lead though. And you need a connector to go on the sensor and on the engine. And of course any tools or anything you might need to splice some wires. I'm down here looking at the sensor now. I'll see if I can show you how this would slide over. Pretty simple like that. Now I'm going to use one with the cover over it to protect it a little bit. So basically you just run from here up through, there's a hole in the back of this back firewall. Put up to your dash. Alright, now we're going to crimp the wire onto our connector. So, insert that into our sensor. Once you get that done, you're going to want to run the wire up to your dash. Now I'm going to run it probably in through here and come up around. I can get down there, up around the edge of the gas tank and up along this bottom door panel, and then just up around up to the dash. I already got wires running up there for light bar switches and the radio on that. Alright, so you can see where I fed it through. I'll probably zip tie it on right there. And I came in through, comes in through down behind the gas tank. I was able to reach it by taking the cover off for checking the oil and getting the oil filter. Fit it behind the fill tube. I'm going to zip tie it along the bar below this and feed it right on up through. Now I'm going to drill the hole in the dash where the light is going to go. As you can see, I already drilled a starter hole. That's where I'm going to put mine. If you want to put yours anywhere else, just make sure you reach up behind the dash, make sure there's no wires in the way. 1/2-inch drill bit for my light. Yours might be different. Just make sure you measure accurately before you go drilling holes. Don't want it too big. Alright, now that that's drilled, I'm going to feed my wire up through and out the hole and put the connector on it. Just make sure I don't cut it too short. And now that that is fit up through, we are going to put a end connector on it, similar to the one we put on the sensor down on the engine, to fit on the back of our light, like so. Alright, we got the wire hooked up that goes back to the sensor on the engine. Now we have to put another connector on a wire and run that to a power supply. You're going to want a power supply that only comes on when the key is on. And luck would have it that there's one behind the dash right here. Comes with the orange and black wire onto this connector here. And I have already had my radio hooked up to it up there, so I'm just going to splice into the power wire and run it off that. Alright, we got the wire for our light connected into the plug-in that plugs into the power source behind the dash. I get some heat shrink tubing put over it. I like using heat shrink tubing, cleans things up. prevents any moisture from getting in and stuff, so I'll shrink that. Alright, we got our end cut down to the wire and plugged into the light. Now if this works right, when I turn the key on, that should light up because we have no oil pressure, and when I start it, it should go off as the oil pressure builds up. Pretty well sums everything up. Basic recap: we have a simple warning light in the dash, water leaving there, going to the power supply behind the dash that only has current when the key is turned on. If not, the light would be on all the time. Second wire leaving that light comes back through whatever way you want to run it. Comes out. I got a zip tie down there, goes up to that low oil pressure sensor that comes installed on all Wildcat Sports and Trails. And that's pretty well it. Pretty simple mod that could save your engine one day. I'll put a link in the description to the forum where I found this mod too. There's a couple part numbers on there of plugins you could use and the lights you can order online. That's pretty well it. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.